baling Sudangrass today. It's about 1:45 on Tuesday, July the 21st. We cut this Sunday afternoon, but since Sudangrass has more leaves and bigger leaves, and it's usually wetter than alfalfa or grass, then we have to leave it out a little longer to dry. So rather than baling it the next day, which I would have done yesterday, we waited till today so it could get enough time to dry. We also didn't do any raking in this field. I'm just baling the rows that came straight out of the back of the haybine. I'm starting from the inside out because the inside is the shorter stuff, which is why we didn't cut that middle section. But we're trying to figure out how wet this stuff is gonna be. So we're starting with the thinnest stuff and the shortest stuff so we're not overloading the baler right away. But as I move towards the outside, it's definitely going to get thicker and taller. I'm not supposed to be making these bales any bigger than 4, because we have to be able to make sure that we can lift these with the wrapper arm. Because we've made plenty of bales that have been too wet, so they're too heavy to be picked up by the wrapper arm. So I've had to take the forks on the Kubota and lift the bale and set it onto the turntable rather than the wrapper just being able to pick it up with its loading arm. There's bale number 1. It's gonna need some help getting out of there. Definitely would have been nice to get some more sun and breeze to dry this stuff out today, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen anytime soon. I'm trying to get this off before it rains more. And even these bales that I'm making them smaller than 4, but they're still looking pretty wet. So we'll have to see how that goes with picking it up on the wrapper. It's also a lot more difficult in a corner like this, which is more of a triangle, when I'm baling from the inside out, because I have to turn around, but I'm driving over rows that I haven't baled yet, whereas if I had gone from the outside in, then I would have already baled these rows as I'm going around the corner. Alright, this corner is now turning into a more manageable curve now instead of a triangle like it is right there. And I'm about to find out if Dad can lift that Sudangrass bale with the wrapper. And yes, he lifted it. Okay, good. Whew. Looked like for a second there it wasn't going to be able to pick it up. Now I need to find another row to start. I think the closest one is up there, but I'll start right here. Now I've been asked before how this bale size counter thing works, so I'll try to explain it. Up here at the top we have layers and layers of belts that go back and forth like that, and then down the back of the baler. When the bale goes in here, it creates tension on these belts, so on the inside of the bale chamber, the belts are just like that right now, but when the bale goes in, it's gonna go up and then back around the bale like that. So, as you can see, there's like a chain here, and this whole part is attached to the belts that kind of circle back and forth at the top. As the bale builds inside the bale chamber, tension's gonna create these belts, and it's gonna actually push this whole piece backwards, and it's gonna pull this rope with it, which in turn will pull this slider along, and that'll mark how big the bales are. I'll try to mount my GoPro up here somewhere so I can show you what I mean when I say this. Alright, I hope that explained everything. As you could see, when I opened the tailgate at the back and let the tension off the belts as the bale rolled out, this piece came back forward again, and it shoved this thing back, and it's back at zero again. So now we're ready to do the whole cycle over again. Okay, just this little row left here, and then I'll be done. We've got a smallish bale on the baler right now. We're not going to be able to wrap it, it'll be too small for that. But I'll tie it off and then we can dump it out back and give it to some heifers or something. So when I'm coming to tie my last bale, I kind of find the end of the row, but I stop before it's done. Then I'll take this twine arm, I'll pull it all the way out so it's pointing into the baler. And then I'll pull ahead and take the rest of this hay there. And as it's going in, it should take the twine with it, and then, yep, the twine will start wrapping around the bale. I gotta tie these smaller ones a lot faster because it takes not as much time to get the twine all the way around the bale. So if I did this at the same speed I did the big bales, then I would have two or three times as much string on there as I need. So I definitely have to tie these a lot faster than if I was doing big bales. We'll leave that in the baler. Now I gotta go put the pickup up. So, few feet in diameter, probably 2.5 or 3. Now I kinda gotta clean all this out of the baler if I can. Don't really want all this stuff sitting here. Alright, that'll be good enough. And it doesn't seem like Dad had any issues with picking out these bales, so that's a good sign. Now I'll just take a little trip back home and I'll be done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.